Hey y'all, it's Amanda Gray here, and thought I'd just talk a little bit about something that I've more recently realized. Um, Last night we went swimming, my husband, myself, and my son, and moments like that I just cherish because not all the time do we go swimming or even do things because, my husband works a lot and it's hard on us to go and just do things. And my husband has a back problem, which he's going to have back surgery. And it's going to be hard. So we try to do as much as we can with our son right now before dad has surgery. And we're not sure when he's going to have surgery. I mean, there are things that he's got to do to even get to that step of surgery, but last night we went swimming and I went to the hot tub to take a few minutes for myself, and my husband was swimming with our son, and he's a pretty good swimmer, my son is, and he still struggles. Well, it freaks me out. He's a really good swimmer, but mom, being the mom that I am, I'm always worried that he's gonna drown or something's gonna over exaggerate things. And he does amazing. And it's just, I was sitting in the hot tub and looking out to the swimming pool. I just started crying. And I didn't cry because I'm sad or whatever. I cried because moments like that last a lifetime. It's not about clothes. It's not about food. It's not any of that. Yes, they are important, but it's the time that you take for your child to have that bond. And me and my son have a really strong bond, obviously, because I stayed with him for the first 2 years where my husband worked 2 jobs. And, and now I work and my husband works, so we switch off days with him because we can't do it any other way right now. But it's just amazing. Like, for us mothers, personally, for myself, I feel like time has just fly by. Like, he was just crawling and now walking and then talking. Now he's in preschool, and it's just gone so quick. And I love it, but at the same time I'm sad because I would love more of that stage. Like, when he was crawling, I'm like, oh, I can't wait until he walks. And then he walks, and I'm like, oh my goodness, slow down, And I just wanted to come on here and kind of say, like, cherish the moments. Like, even if it's just going to a swimming pool for an hour with your kid or your husband or wherever, whoever, but cherish them, like, you never know anything. And for me, last night I was like, whoa, it's just a beautiful thing to watch my son and my husband have a bond that I didn't have with mine. I don't have a father that was ever around for me. The only person that I have is my uncle and my grandma and my grandpa and my mother, and my dad's parents, were there too, and it just opened that door to me again. Like, life is so complicated without putting the family drama, without putting all that stuff, in your family. So why can't you just work through those issues? And there are things that I could say that I haven't seen prior that I see now. Like, as I grow up, I see more that, like, back then I used to cry about things like, oh, well, this isn't working out for me, or every guy that I met was a jerk, and this and that. But now I look at it and I'm like, every jerk that I went through was to get where I am today, married to the man that I am, and all those amazing things. And without being married to my husband or even meeting my husband, I wouldn't have my beautiful son. And I am grateful for that. Every day I am grateful that I get to wake up with a man that loves me and an amazing, incredible 4-year-old. And I'm sorry for the parents out there that don't have a husband or a wife or a partner in that aspect of taking care of your kids, but without my husband, I don't know how I would do this, how I would have the life I've had. And I didn't grow up having everything I wanted. I didn't grow up having a house. I mean, it was my grandparents' house, you know, and my mom is amazing, and, you know, I'm not sitting here bashing on my mom, but, you know, I didn't have that luxury that I do now. And I don't necessarily think of it as a luxury. I just think of it as, this is where I'm meant to be. And, you know, but seeing them play with each other and him laugh and they both be goofy together and be what a father should be, and it makes me so happy that my husband isn't like my dad, isn't ready to run, isn't scared to be a man and man up to the plate. And the truth is, my son was planned, and we planned him, and we had him, and the first thing I thought was my husband was going to run, and he didn't. We've been together almost 8 years, 7 years, and married for almost 5. Like, I love my life, and I'm not on here to brag or to say anything, but I'm saying, like, cherish the moments you have, like, with anybody, with your grandparents, with your mother, with your father, with your cats, with your dogs, you know, whatever. Cherish those moments, your friends, your enemies, because you know what? Those people are where you are, who you are today, a part of who you are today. Not completely who you are, but they are a part of who you are. And, you know, my family and me have our ups and downs because of issues they believe or whatever. But at the end of the day, they're still my family. And I can tell them this a million times, that I love them. And that's not saying it to get something. It's not saying to be spiteful. It's not saying, you know, it's just who I am. And who I am, I have a heart bigger than this world. And I guess I wear my heart on my sleeve. I wear my heart everywhere. I put my heart into everything that I do, that I believe, because that's who I am. And, you know, I get that part, I think, from my grandparents on my mom's side, because my grandma's exactly like I am. And I love her to pieces. So, but I just want to come on here and just say, like, cherish things. Like, you never know what tomorrow's going to bring, what even today is going to bring. I don't know, it's only 8:33 here, and the whole day is still here. But I do know something. Every morning I wake up, the first thing I say is, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to take a breath this morning. Thank you for allowing me to wake up to my husband and to my son and to my friends and to my family. And there are people in this world that don't even wake up, you know? And I'm so grateful for everything that I have, that everything I went through, that everything I may go through. But the one thing that I love is the fact that through thick and thin, the people that are here with me now are the people that I know will have my back. And I'm just so grateful. And all I came on here to talk about was just cherish things. Like, you know what? There are people in this world that don't even have food. There are people in this world that don't even have clothes. There are people in this world that don't have nothing. And you want to complain about material things, or this is what I want for Christmas, if you don't get this, and blah, 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 blah. But you should look at it as, give me a box of rocks. As long as I'm with you, that's it. And, you know, some people have the fortune and the fame to do that. The money, the means, whatever. But I don't have the money financially. But I'm going to put myself out there, and I'm going to give stuff to the homeless, to the poor, to the whatever. Because this is who I am. And this is something I've always felt like I should do. And it may not be big. It may not be glamorous. It may not even, you know, make someone's life change. But, you know, it's important to me that we give. Christmas isn't about receiving, it's about giving. And I am the worst person at receiving because I'll turn around and give you 6 other things. Because I believe that life isn't about what I get. It's about what I can do for others. Or what I can do for the people I love. Or people I've never met. And on Saturday, I'm taking my son to meet up with my family, but we're going to Walmart, and I'm going to get a few toys, and I'm going to donate those toys to Toys for Tots. And then I got some food and stuff in here that I'll probably go donate that I don't eat or like, but someone else could. Like, there's no point for me just to go and throw it in the trash or, whatever. So, but I just want to come on here and say, cherish things. Like, today's not promised, tomorrow's not a promise, nothing is promised. And just say thank you. Like, be courteous and say thank you. So, I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope you remember that life isn't about what you receive, it's about who and what you give. So, and yes, you can receive stuff, but it just makes me feel more grateful and love that the fact that I could give something to someone else. And I'm not saying necessarily my husband or my son, because my husband is almost the exact same way I am, where we'd rather give to somebody that doesn't have something, or, So, but when I do go and do the tot thing, Toys for Tots, and then the homeless thing, I will definitely, bring you guys along and do a video on that and how it went and show you pictures and things. So, I hope you all have a great day. And that's it. So, bye, y'all.